How's it, everyone? Just a quick reminder of what our exam strategy will be, how to search for answers, what to look for. This is last year's exam, and I'm going to just use last year's exam to indicate how to answer this year's exam. Obviously, the questions will not be the same, but I think what is essential is that you try and follow my strategy. Please do not default to searching in Google for the answers. Please do not use bloody chat GPT, because I will catch you. And then also please make sure that you integrate practical bits with the theory. So if we look at the first one here, we know that in this textbook, the key word there is the remote environment. So it means for us, it will be something around pestle. But if we do that and go into the actual slides, so I had suggested previously for you to have a separate folder for your slides. And then if I put in there remote, let's hope it takes us to something. Right, so we know it's the environment. So we go there to Learning Unit 1. That should open Learning Unit 1 for us. So we know where we're looking. It's Learning Unit 1, and then you do Control F, and you paste again remote. It should take us there. So we don't really want that slide specifically. So we'll do a find next there, and there are the different elements of the remote environment. Please remember, if you see anything on Pestle, to look at that really colorful picture, that sideways picture that I had shared previously with you. I should have maybe opened it. I don't know if you will remember it. I will quickly show you which one it is. Yeah, that should be fine. I think I've called it Pestle. So please remember that any question on the remote or macro environment, and remember in this textbook we talk about the remote environment and not the macro environment, although it is the macro environment. This set here of details are very, very important. So please make sure that you glance at those. It actually gives you the answers of what you should look for in any form of pestle analysis. Sorry, let me just try and minimize that. So please use that. So if we look at the question very, very quickly, in order to give you an indication what to do, let me just go back to where my slides are, minimize that. So we know that we are looking at the pestle factors. Use the colorful slide. I think that's easier. But if we look at this in relation to the actual question, the truth is you will see a question like this. Please, if they ask remote or macro, to use the pestle. If they ask market, to use Porter's five forces, the suppliers, the power of your customers, intermediaries, etc. So have a glance at that and make sure that you get that right. So in terms of answering this, not much information given, but the simple truth is you will describe each of the factors in pestle, and then you will go and look for the main factor that essentially is being discussed. And we know that this will be political, legal, so political or legal, and you need to link it to that. So that is the first one. And obviously there's a bit of information there. There's not a lot in terms of application, so please focus around, in terms of this, if it was a similar question, discussing in that the legal political aspects. Obviously it would depend on the case study. Part of integrating application and theory is the absolute need to integrate the right application from the scenario with the theory. Please make sure that your examples are relevant in terms of the theory used. So in terms of the first macro remote question, you must make sure that you don't confuse the market environment with that. I've seen that happen before. So the next question is about technical skills. Know what the answer is, but we'll go and do the same thing. We'll go to my slides, we'll shove in technical, Control V. Okay, so we know that it is in there, in the management process, and then we can do the same thing again, Control F, and then find next. Okay, so that starts there, and there are the specific bits of skills that you have to discuss. So please make sure that you do this. And I should have maybe done it the first time around. If we go back here and I go there and we look at the textbook and we do the same thing. I'm going to open the textbook and we go Control F, find, and we go technical. Let's see what it gives us. So there are, okay, provide technical, lower level management, and there is the answer there, technical skills. Everyone has an electronic version of the textbook. So either my slides or the textbook, but I would normally start with my slides and then use the textbook to bolster the information that I have. Do not, please, please, please do not use Google or ChatGPT. You have the answers here. Remember, in terms of the exam, there are no marks given for direct quotes, even if you reference it properly. Everything has to be paraphrased. Don't be stupid and copy out of here and run it through a paraphrasing tool, because I'm going to catch you. It's too obvious, and I really am trying to, despite not seeing anyone this semester apart from a couple of people, try and maintain a decent pass rate in this. So to also just show with regard the previous question, we read search for remote. So let's go for remote and see how lucky we are. Right, remote, there it is. And you can then obviously from there look at the different elements. There they are, the pestle factors. And again, you would work in terms of what is there. Just remember to integrate application with theory. Sorry about that. I'm desperately trying to see using the screen here. Right, I'm not going to do another one other than this. So here we look at transformational. My apologies, I missed that. We'll do Control C. Now we know that it's transformational leadership, but the key word is transformational. So we'll go back to here where my slides are. I'm going to just go back to the slides. And then I'm going to do, again, paste that in there. Transformational, we know that it's leadership, so we go to these slides. And we do Control F again, we paste it, and we look for transformational leadership. And there are the bits that you need to use in terms of the answer. To do the same thing with the textbook. Sorry, I've lost my mouse here. So there is the textbook. If we go there, stick it in there, Control V. Right, transformational, there we go. Okay, so we need to look for transformational leadership. And there it is. So the answer would be there. Key again to integrate theory and application. If you follow this, guys, it cannot go wrong. Please do me a favor and do not cheat. Don't bloody well use ChatGPT. Do not use a paraphrasing tool. I've made this as simple as possible. You cannot go wrong if you do this. The only way to go wrong is if you leave things too late, or yeah, let me not say what else could cause it, because people will be offended. But you'll see that you need to look in all of these for the core concepts and then there, and then you'll see here intellectual capital. So there should be no issue whatsoever in terms of passing this exam. Just to repeat myself, theory and application, the need to integrate those both. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely essential. I'm going to stop there and I'm just going to say good luck with the exam. I hope that people actually look at this recording and get reminded of how to attack the exam. Other than that, guys, good luck. And yeah, do well. Make me look good. Not that I really deserve it. Cheers all.